A 1 in 160,000 year comet has shot through the sky and the planets have aligned. So what else does space have in store for us this year?
Now, the universe whispers secrets and numbers so vast that they defy comprehension. But even in the realm of astronomy, some figures stand out as truly colossal. Watch our next story and be prepared to be dwarfed by the sheer scale of the biggest object in our universe.
All right, switching gears here. In just a few weeks, you can witness the first total lunar eclipse since 2022. It happens between March 13th and 14th. A lunar eclipse is when the Earth moves directly between the sun and the full moon. The sun then casts our planet's shadow onto our natural satellite, creating the eclipse. When it reaches the totality phase, the moon will turn a deep reddish color. That will last for 65 minutes from 1:26 a.m. to 2:31 a.m. on March 14th. Pretty cool.
The universe is huge. It's so vast that even the biggest things we know are just tiny dots in the grand scheme of things. For example, our sun. It's over 1 million times the size of the Earth. Yet, in our Milky Way galaxy alone, there are hundreds of billions of stars, many much larger. But even our galaxy is small compared to some of the biggest structures out there. Clearly, the boundaries keep expanding. But now, astronomers have discovered something even more astonishing: Quipu, the largest known structure in the universe. It's a superstructure, a mind-blowing cluster of galaxies and matter stretching over 1.3 billion light years. If you traveled at the speed of light, it would still take you more than 1 billion years to cross it. According to a research published in the journal Astronomy and Astrophysics, Quipu isn't just enormous, it also is incredibly heavy, with a mass 200 quadrillion times that of our Sun. The ramifications of Quipu's discovery are profound. These superstructures, including 4 other similarly massive formations identified by the same team, are believed to hold nearly half of the galaxy's clusters, 30% of all galaxies, and a quarter of the universe's total matter. Moreover, they're altering the wavelengths of radiation passing through from deep space, offering us a unique opportunity to refine our models of cosmology. This discovery is a game changer. Studying Quipu will help scientists understand how galaxies form, how the universe is structured, and how it has evolved over 1 billion years. This is one of the biggest finds in astronomy, and it may just be the key to unlocking the deepest secrets of the cosmos. Bureau Report Beyond World is One.
Space experts are buzzing with excitement. 2025 will be full of astronomical wonders.
Lots of exciting things in store for this year.
One of the major planetary events of the year involves the gas giant Saturn. Its brilliant rings are disappearing and will present much slimmer than usual for over 6 months.
So just as the Earth is tilted and we have the seasons, so too is Saturn. And what happens as Saturn is tilted, we're going to start seeing Saturn kind of on the edge. And when you look at it on the edge, it will appear that the rings will essentially disappear.
The rings are set to reappear for keen telescope users around November. 2 other events which will be visible to us all are the 2025 lunar eclipses.
The Earth goes in between the sun and the moon. Our Earth casts a shadow out into the moon darkens and then actually turns red. So on the 14th of March, when the moon rises across the Australian skies in the evening, it's actually going to rise not bright as a full moon, but as a dark moon, slightly red.
Alongside the event in March, and perhaps a little more spectacular, will be the total lunar eclipse scheduled for September. And it's not just what the stars and planets are doing that we'll be keeping an eye on. 2025 will bring more missions to the moon.
China's planning a mission to an asteroid to sample it. We'll have more civilian missions. We're going to have a couple of private mission, touristy exploring missions.
The private space race will continue between Elon Musk, SpaceX and Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin. And not one, but 5 companies are striving to build space stations in Earth's orbit. With a calendar full of events, 2025 is sure to push us a little further out of this world.
Scientists are turning to some very powerful tech to track a comet that could crash into Earth. Patrick Cornwall has the latest details.
The James Webb Telescope, famous for snapping some of the prettiest pics across the galaxy, is taking on a new space case, helping protect the Earth from a potential asteroid strike. It's something the world's space agencies are taking very seriously. For context, NASA is monitoring asteroid 2024 YR4, which according to science experts has a 2.3% chance of hitting our planet on December 22nd, 2032. YR4 is estimated to be 130 to 300 feet across, roughly the same size as a meteor that exploded over Russia in 2013, injuring about 1,000 people and damaging 3,000 buildings. It's enough of a concern for astronomers to take humanity's best above the atmosphere tool, the James Webb Telescope, in an effort to study this rogue rock. Webb has the ability to capture infrared light emitted by the asteroid, which can help give us clues to its true size and orbit, providing more evidence as to whether the comet could collide with Earth. They'll have to work quickly. YR4 will disappear from Earth's view in a few short months, traveling around the sun before reappearing in 2028.
A deadly asteroid headed for the Earth sure seems like the plot of a Hollywood movie. But the potential threat posed by this hunk of space rock is hardly fictional.
This is something to watch. It's not something to lose sleep over. It is something to watch.
First spotted by astronomers in December, the asteroid is called 2024 YR4 and is thought to be between 40 to 90 meters in length, which could make it as tall as London's Big Ben. But so far away, it shows up as a mere speck in this image from a telescope. Initial projections put the chance of a collision with the Earth in the year 2032 at 1.2%. But by Thursday, that rose to 2.3%, or about 1 in 43 odds.
And this is what we have been observing, that little by little, the impact probabilities have been rising.
If it was to hit, scientists say it would not be a planet-wide killer, but bigger than the meteor that exploded over Russia in 2013, shattering windows and injuring more than 1,000 people.
It is big enough that if it hit a city like Toronto, it would wipe it out. The city would disappear functionally, and we'd have to rebuild from scratch.
2024 YR4 orbits every 4 years and is currently moving away from us and getting fainter. So scientists may have to wait until its next return in 2028 to know for sure if a hit is likely.
Today, what we can say is that we have 98% probabilities of the object not impacting the Earth.
In March, the James Webb Space Telescope will be trained on the asteroid to better determine its size. If there's a serious risk of an impact, 3 years ago, NASA did prove it can smash a spacecraft into an asteroid and nudge it out of the way.
This is so cool.
Just to ease your mind, in case that 2% chance still seems way too high.